rather intense. Yep, definitely intense. And those things will bode well for you for the rest of your careers and as well as the rest of your lives. I know that if I were to meet one of my fellow classmates that I haven't seen like in 20 years, you just drop right into a conversation, know exactly who they are, what they are, where they came from, the experiences you share. Any of you meet somebody you haven't met before that's been in NUPOC, since you now become part of this fabric of NUPOC, you have a shared experience and a basis for a conversation, and again, it's a really good resource to have for the rest of your career. So I ask you to encourage you to maintain your relationships throughout your lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Des. I'd now like to ask John Brinkman. Come on.
Welcome. I want to read you a quote that I got a few weeks ago in my runnersworld.com kick in the butt daily email. I want to get more comfortable being uncomfortable. I want to get more confident being uncertain. I don't want to shrink back just because something isn't easy. I want to push back and make room in the area between I can't and I can. Maybe that spot is called I will. I thought about this after getting that a couple weeks ago. In fact, I sent it out to the prosthetic students because I think that sums up for me the type of character that you guys have shown, both in the orthotics and prosthetics class. This is a very tough program, made even more tough by the amount of time that we squeeze it into. You guys have shown a lot of discipline in working remotely and isolated for the first part of the program, and then coming on site and going through what we call on the prosthetic side boot camp. So you guys have survived the cut. Congratulations. It really has been a pleasure to work with you. And I want to single out two different groups of students. Very often students come in with almost no experience at all, no hands-on experience, very little exposure, and most of you voice the concern that you feel at a disadvantage, that you feel a little more lost, especially with these BLP programs winding down and a lot of returning students. And I just want to say that it is a special pleasure, I know John would echo that, to work with those of you who started out with very little experience and have shown tremendous progress. And we're confident with all of you that you will make great clinicians and care for people at a level that we'll be proud of. And then for the students who have come back with experience, the way that all of you, not just those students, but especially the group that felt more comfortable with more experience, the way that you reached out to others and helped and collaborated, same thing. We're extremely proud when we see that happen. That will serve you well for the rest of your career. So thank you for your examples of dedication and hard work and being willing to be uncomfortable, and continue that ethic, and you'll have very successful careers. Congratulations.
Thank you, John. Chris Robinson, would you please address us?
Top of the morning to you. I had the unique privilege of teaching both orthotics and prosthetics. Many of the people in this room had the chance to see you come in as greenhorns in one discipline and walk out not just confident clinicians, but leaders. The one thing that really is amazing about NUPOC and its graduates is the fact that so many of the leaders in the field of prosthetics and orthotics went through the certificate program of education. As the standards evolve and we move towards this whole master's paradigm shift and whatnot, don't get me wrong, I think the field needs to do it. But each and every one of you brings some unique maturity and unique skills and qualities to the field of prosthetics and orthotics. So the one comment I always like to make, and the one plea I make with all of our recent grads, is when you look around, you'll see there's a lot of individuals in this room that have empowered you at one point or another, your classmates, your faculty members. It takes a lot to be a great clinician, and it's very difficult to get into this field. You're coming into some challenging times. But just as many individuals have empowered each and every one of you, I want you to pay it forward to the next generation of practitioner. When I graduate those master's grads and they walk out that door with big bright eyes just like you guys have, I want you to say, I was in your shoes a couple years ago. Let me go ahead and help you out. I think there's a real strong culture of caring within this class, and I look forward to seeing what many of you will do, not just in the next couple of years, but for the rest of your careers. Thank you much.
Thank you, Chris, and congratulations to all for being brief. At this point, we would like to begin the recognition of the VLP 18 students. So we're going to call your name, and if you would please come up, you will receive your packet, shake the hands of the faculty, and return to your seats. I've tried to do this in an organized fashion and have people hold their applause, and it never works. So just do whatever you want to celebrate the graduates and join us in honoring them at this moment. So perhaps I'll have Desmond begin.
All right. First one on the list, Sam Mitchell.
All right, we feel that it's not fair that Adam's Astros have to wait till the end of the list. All his life, so Adam's Astros.
But a young man that gets called first all the dang time is Mr. Bryce Ferris. Come on down.
Jonathan Disbrook.
Tyler Nelson.
Kim Herman, I believe, is not here. Todd Kerwin is also not here. Sean Malick.
Cameron Gilmore. Ron McClaw's not here. Joe McCarthy.
Brittany Bergeron.
Rob Patai.
Stephen Rutledge.
Liz Perez.
Mr. Michael Burkhart.
Representing from West Virginia, Steve Barrett.
Thomas Morey.
Michael Phillips.
Hung Bin Chen. Fortunately not with us. Mr. Wan Chow is with us, however.
Adam Roth. Stephen Perry is also not here. Yvonne Chavez.
Chris Regal. Marino Reyes. Chris Smith. Ian Coughlin. Organizers here. Becky Curls. John Kenyon Roberts.
Lauren Bronski.
Mr. Ryan Fettig.
Ashley Mullen.
Michael Serrano. The room gets longer, doesn't it?
That sure does.
Ryan Schutzley.
Matt Graham. Melissa Ismet.
Chenoa DeFries. Philip Gossett.
Brad Smith.
Alex Olson.
Mark McCormick couldn't join us today, but let's have a round of applause for Mark. That's a good warm-up for Mr. Matt McEwen.
Purple. Yeah.
Ryan Curry.
Connie Summers. Daniel Wheatley.
Keith Isert. Sammy DeVries.
Way in the back, Josh Yoder.
All right.
Finish line.
It's kind of funny, but at the end of the long race,
Any classes that line?
Well, just because it's your whole future doesn't mean you can't have some fun with it. Very nice, Josh. I think this will go down in memory for many, many reasons. That will certainly be one fond one. We now come to the time where we normally ask someone from BLP 18 if they'd like to come up front and say a little something. So if anybody from the class has something they'd like to comment, this is now be the time to come forward.
We just wanted to say thank you on behalf of Crosslegs for everything that you guys have done for us. So we got you guys a little gifts. I know how much you guys like your iPads and iPhones. So Ashley or Mullen made those for you guys.
Wow.
We collected some of the phrases that we've heard very often throughout the course and tried to represent those on the for you guys.
Not those.
You're up to about 50 years now. Know everything is on there. Awesome.
Should have been a mug then.
Michael likes to play guitar, so he can plug that into his iPhone, and it's like a little amplifier. So you have to play some songs.
Fantastic. I will use that tonight. On the adult beverage.
And that's a little lifesaver. I think it's safe to say that you've been a lifesaver for each and every one of us. So
Thank
help you out in the wild if you ever.
Oh, this is good.
And then that's a little nail stylus called the iPound.
Very cute. And a card.
Cards and gift cards.
Thank you so much.
I think you should read some of those sayings.
Okay.
I don't know if everyone else will understand them.
That one I won't read. Let me just riff on that for a second. One of my notorious sayings is to go off on a little tangent. Confidence is high,
Yeah.
and the opposite, confidence is low. Learning has occurred. Chris, what do you have?
You're golden. Know everything. That Hauser-Renee is safer than 34 years of experience.
You're a couple years short.
Thank you.
So again, we just want to say thanks for all your hard work and helping us get along through this process and everything you've done for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good.
Chris, you have to smell that bacon candle. It's
Did they make body wash?
I hope not.
We just wanted to say a big thank you to Desmond and Nydia from Orthotics class, even though Nydia's not with us, so we'll give those both to you. Thank you for everything and your hard work and for having a good time with the podcast. We really appreciate all that you guys have done, so thank you.
That will almost conclude our very brief, but we hope meaningful ceremony. I'd like to reiterate the thanks that everyone has extended to the families and the friends and the loved ones who have supported our former students, not your loved ones, now our new colleagues. And I'd like to ask everybody to join me in a strong round of applause for the newest colleagues who will be leaders of prosthetics and orthotics, BOP Class 18. Good luck, safe travels. That concludes this morning.